Alright, good evening everyone. Um, this is a video I've been wanting to do for a long time. Well, a topic I wanted to talk about for a long time. Um, and it's the topic of marketing. I once upon a time used to be a salesman. I was taken to trainings and seminars to learn about salesmanship and all this type of stuff and the dynamics of it. And before I was 18 years old, by the way, when I started in sales. And they taught me a lot of stuff, and again, one of the things they opened my mind to is that they do a lot of research on humans. I mean, it's common sense now, but this was 1998, about around that time. Um, and a lot of people didn't, it wasn't common knowledge that the companies are seeking your information and your what you do, your habits and shit and stuff. So now we know that. But anyway, marketing. When I was in that, it's again, they play on your mind a lot. But again, the average customer doesn't know that. One of the other things that they sell you is not only products, but they sell you people. And again, Mike Tyson is going to be my subject about marketing. But again, before I start talking about the marketing of Mike Tyson, I want to say, after everything is done here in 2025, you know that I like Mike Tyson. I love Mike Tyson. From when I was a kid, we used to watch him. We used to have big parties. My mom, not we. I was 10, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, and but my family would get together every time Mike would have a fight. They would have a big old get together. So those memories are burned into my mind, and those good times of my childhood growing up and watching Mike whoop some butt. You know what I mean? Like what they would say back then was, it's not about if Mike gonna win, it's how fast he's gonna win. Or what round he gonna knock him out in. Blah blah blah. So again, Mike Tyson marketing. Mike Tyson, from the beginning of his story, what they try to say, that he was some kind of orphan, some kind of unwanted child, and good old Customado, the white folks got him and trained him up, and saw value in him and taught him some life lessons and all that type of stuff, and saw the talent in him and made him into a fighter, right? So that's basically the story. That's something they like to push around anyway. That theme, that big strong muscle bound black dude, white, but old white man had to come and save him and clean him up. So anyway, that part of the story, and then you can see the physical attributes of Mike Tyson. These are the things that they use in the marketing. This is the thing that separates him from all other people. Like Evander Holyfield is buff. A lot of other fighters are buff, but they don't look like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson looks like he can whoop some ass, right? Mike Tyson looks like a goddamn pit bull, that thick ass neck and shit, and them arms and stuff. And then he comes out hooking, wow, big ass punches and stuff that you can see from the cheap seats. And that's what helped boxing, and that's what people needed. Just not needed, but that's what boxing was missing. Because when I was a kid, boxing was like 15 rounds. So the boxers would come out and they would, pace themselves. So the first 2 or 3 rounds, you'd be like, man, it's kind of boring, because they weren't giving out a lot of energy. But when Mike Tyson came on the scene, he ding ding, he rushes out over across the ring, throwing big ass punches again. And that's what people want to see. People want to see people get knocked out. People don't want to see a technical jab movement and all that type. People ain't trying to. The average fan is not trying to enjoy that kind of fight. So one more again, they just use Mike Tyson's image, because Mike Tyson could look like he could whoop some ass. They put people in front of him that he could easily beat. I did a video talking about Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight, and my prediction before the fight. And people like, oh, you pull a spit, blah, 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 blah. I was like, all right, whatever, that I'm making it up. But anyway, I got a quick clip I'm going to play, and then I'm going to get into the Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield fight. Because, again, that was something, when I was a kid, I didn't know. I didn't know boxing. When Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield first fought, I was 15, 16 years old. And I didn't know boxing at all. I thought I did, but I didn't know nothing about boxing. And to the point where I thought that Mike Tyson was winning the fight with Evander Holyfield, the first fight. And the whole time, Evander Holyfield is beating Mike Tyson up. I mean, from first round to the knockout in the 11th, he just beat Mike Tyson up. And except the 5th round. The 5th round, Mike Tyson won the 5th round. But other than that, it was all Evander Holyfield. But one more again, back to the point. The point of, they put people in front of Mike Tyson that he could easily wax. And if you know anything about boxing, if you go back and you watch those videos, you'll see that most of them dudes, they were intimidated. and afraid. Some of them, and then ones like Michael Spinks, they were just there for the money. They were just there for the money. It was a show. It was a show of Mike Tyson, this animal, this monster, this beast, you know, all this crap they were trying to make this young man into be. And he was just a young, and as you see him now, he was just a young guy with mental problems. And they exploited him. They took advantage of him. But anyway, you got that look. Here's the guy explaining just what I'm talking about again. This white guy stole my thunder when I found this video. I was like, oh, this is terrible. This is right before the Mitch Blood Green fight. Because this is something, you know, because again, I've been talking about this forever, and people, we always have debates, because a lot of people, they love Mike Tyson, and they love the image. They use the image of Mike Tyson again just to sell the fight against the white boy, Jake Paul. They just use the image, just use it. And everybody fell for, oh, Mike gonna rip him apart, Mike gonna, blah, blah, blah. Man, Mike an old ass man. I was telling people before the fight, I said, y'all brainwashed, man. You're not gonna do anything. So anyway, here's the guy explaining the marketing of Mike Tyson. One of his managers. What is the sound? Yeah, it's a part of this that goes dead for some reason. The sound.
Responsibility has been over the last year to pick the opponents for Mike Tyson. Nothing is more important than the opponents you pick for a fight.
The strategy was to pick opponents he would not only beat, he would beat devastatingly.
When someone sees a Mike Tyson fight, we want them to leave the arena saying, when can we go see him again? And that's where Bill and I are scrupulously careful in determining who he fights and the style of the fighter.
But it would take more than pulverizing unknown opponents in obscure arenas to get the attention of the press and public.
After his fifth fight, we decided the time was at hand for the marketing of Mike with a technique that had never been used before, simply because video cassettes were never really invented.
Okay. Well, again, they said it from the horse's mouth. They put people in front of him that he could easily beat. Not only easily beat, but devastatingly beat, you know. So, again, sports is more entertainment than anything. That's from boxing, basketball, football, whatever you name it. It's pretty much all the same, you know. But anyway, back now to the fight: Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield. Again, Evander Holyfield is a way more skilled fighter. Mike Tyson was a one-trick pony, and Evander Holyfield is gonna take full advantage of that. He's gonna take full advantage of that. Mike Tyson is a one-trick. He comes bum rushing in. That's his pretty much his one technique, his one style, and Evander Holyfield is gonna take advantage of it the entire fight. And Mike Tyson not gonna adjust, not gonna do a damn thing.
Garcia fought last year, in which Garcia died. We'll see if he's overly cautious. And as expected,
Mike comes bum rushing out. He's gonna slap Mike on the back of the head. When Mike come bum rushing in, he's gonna slap here, bro. He's gonna slap him on the back of the head. Block his uppercut with the forearm, with the elbow, whip Mike up.
Mike swooped that jab with the right hand into a nice clean right hand, a straight punch, which he normally doesn't throw a lot of.
Gut shot, will hit him in the nuts a little bit. It's a fight, you know. You see the gut shot? Look at Mike pull up his pants. One more time for the gut shot. One more time for the gut shot. Mike keep running his ass in there. Watch the gut shot. Right in the gut. Mike pull up the pants. Yeah, that was a good one, Mike. We seen it. Now again, Holyfield using his head, of course. That's technique. That's strategy. Keeping his head close to Mike's face. There you go. Where he slap him on the back of the head. Mike a clown, man. Father fighter. In my opinion. I'm sorry. Now, what I was surprised about when I was 16 was that Holyfield was stronger than Mike Tyson. I didn't expect that. I thought Mike would be, when they clinched, I thought Mike would be the one bullying Holyfield around. I really didn't have a lot of respect for Holyfield back then. I liked the Mike Tyson. I thought boxing was Mike Tyson, you know, big wow, you beat him up in 3 seconds type stuff, but that's not boxing. That wasn't boxing.